Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, One Rental at a Time, back with his good friend, Mr. Stephen Dow. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I think you saw my daily financial news yesterday. We got CPI coming in hot, hot, hot. We got jobs market on fire. We have a Fed that's gonna, bang us with another 75 shortly. So I think the theme of the year continues. Rates are going up. People should be prepared. If you like it, lock it. Realize when you are locked and when you're not, right? You're not locked when you're writing an offer, you're locked when you're in escrow.
Right.
So let's do the marketing thing because I almost forgot.
Although I work very happily for Velocity Mortgage Capital, all the ideas and topics discussed on this channel, are that of my own. So let's get it going again.
Yeah, so it's very clear that even in the conventional traditional market, rates are over 7. It wouldn't shock me if they're over 7.25. I think they were actually at 7.3 on Wednesday or Thursday. Wouldn't shock me if they're higher, which means investor loans are in the 8s, very likely. And it wouldn't shock me if non-QM is shortly in the 9s for some products. So, folks, rates are going up. Rates are going up. Do the work. Make sure the deal. No alligators. We're not doing negative cash flow. Get creative, look for seller carries, 50, 40, 10, or some carry 20% can help you out. So, yeah, what do you think? Rates are going up, right? The Fed's going to bang us with more rate increases. Banks are nervous. So one of the ways you do fix that is you raise rates.
That's pretty much what it's going to come down to because, ultimately Wall Street kind of determines that as well as to what they would be willing to pay for at certain yields. And so right now with all of those pressures, especially, yesterday's core inflation numbers didn't really help out either.
No.
So yeah, no, they're definitely on the rise. Not if, but when and how much.
Yeah.
So 100%.
It's for every
pressure with urgency.
Yeah, rates are going up for everyone. I mean, I talk to 3 different lenders every week for the show, and probably talk to dozens off air. Rates are going up for everyone. So, folks, if you're an investor like me, skill up. For me, it's all about getting some seller financing. Again, you can't pay these prices and these rates.
Right.
But if you find somebody who needs to sell, maybe there's a middle ground. Maybe you can get 50, 40, 10. Maybe you get 70, 20, 10. I don't know. But the only way I am doing deals is with some kind of seller carry. It's the only thing that works. Or, let's be fair, or an assumption, right? You have a VA loan that I can assume at 2.8.
Right.
I'm doing that deal.
Oh yeah, all day. So, but that would be ideal. But in some cases, if you can't, then obviously, looking to capitalize on other types of financing options. But I think the real key here right now is that I don't think so much the desire from the investors, it's more the sellers. Because with most of these transactions, you make an offer. I've done a lot of pre-approvals, but we're kind of waiting for the sellers now, to kind of either understand the concept, to kind of really, marinate a little bit longer, and then maybe say yes. But sometimes, by the time they say yes, rates have already changed. Now it's like, oh, now we got to move the goalpost a little bit. So the real key here is that I wish there was a way to get to sellers to say, hey.
So let's talk about that.
Okay.
The last couple of years, the process was essentially same to everyone. Write up the offer as fast as possible, get it presented as fast as possible.
Right. Over asking price, waive everything, right? No inspection, no price.
I want to step back and offer up some coaching and advice to buyers today, investors today. Don't be in a race to write the offer. See if you can talk to the seller, or at least you can talk to the listing agent. If you write up a creative offer like a 50, 40, 10, and you haven't at least talked to the listing agent, you're wasting time because they're not going to understand it. A 50, 40, 10 is an amazing product, does amazing things. But if the receiver of the offer doesn't get it, they will act like it's criminal and not present it.
Right.
So do yourself a favor and at a minimum, have your agent or go direct and say, hey, this is what I'm offering. This is why I'm offering it. This is why it is great for your seller. This is why it is great for you because you get paid. So again, have those. The last 2 years, race to get the offer out the door. DocuSign as fast as possible.
Right.
Today, have a conversation. Have 2 conversations. Ask questions. Then submit the offer. I think too many people today with creative offers are racing to get it presented and thinking you've won. You ain't won anything. All you've done is
Right.
created confusion, noise, risk. Maybe your offer ended up in the garbage because they didn't get it. Have a conversation before you race to offer. That's a piece of advice I don't think I've shared yet.
Agreed, because I think that concept that, earlier this year, late last year, and just in the previous couple of years, you had to be kind of like a gunslinger, like fast,
Yeah, bam,
quickest
bam,
on the
bam, bam.
draw, right? Pow, 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 pow,
Yeah,
pow. And I think
yeah,
now, to use an analogy, you're more like patient. You're like a sniper. You're gonna sit
yes.
there with your ghillie suit on. You're gonna sit there for days if you need to until you hit that, waiting for that perfect shot. Pow, let's pull that trigger, because if it makes sense, now you can present the right type of offer. So maybe less gunslinger and more sniper. I don't know.
Yeah, again, folks, it's follow up, it's follow through, it's
Mm-hmm.
communication, it's education. There are
Mm-hmm.
amazing deals to be had out there, but if you don't educate the agent and the seller, if you're in a fortunate position, the deals don't
Mm-hmm.
get done. Educate, follow up, communicate. It's power. So I know the 50-40-10 is going to work. We're having students do it seemingly every week, which is awesome. If somebody wanted to reach out to you, maybe get our blended rate calculation from video number 2, how do you want them to reach out?
Again, just SDAO@velocitymortgage.com. In the subject line, put the acronym ORAAT, which stands for one rental at a time. Body of the email, address to the subject property would be great, or at least a city and state to make sure we lend there. Maybe brief description, what you're looking to do. Your mid-FICO score would be helpful. Best phone number to reach you at, 24, 40 hours. I'll be in touch.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. Appreciate you.